is, not only do I want her to listen and warm up completely, but I want you to be able to work on having her come out to your hand while you're still doing the movements. You see what I mean? Because you work on it going straight and you want her to take your hand and go, reach for your hand and bring her nose out. That's her big deal. The thing is, once you start doing something, we don't want you to do something in the show and have her all of a sudden go back to her own old curling over. So on a long frame, you do some of this stuff and you get her not really tight together, but you just kind of move her around and you keep her nose out there. And pretty soon, it'll transfer to even when you go into the movements. Because some of the lateral movements, you want to be able to sit in a little bit, ask for a little more pace. It doesn't look like you get more pace, but you don't lose pace.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what we want. I was telling Ted, I was thinking about this all night, what you should do. But that's me. What can we do tomorrow with Courtney? And try to let your heels drop. Try to use them, your inside flat of the leg, and not too much kicking or spurring or anything, unless she swings her gut into your leg. Her belly swings one way more than the other, generally, and if she doesn't want to listen to that, that's when you poke her. And it's closer to the girth. So you don't, mares especially, you don't want to kick them too far back. They're more ticklish. Yeah. Good. That's it. Move her over, move her around. You want to be able to move her around and she goes, oh, I don't have to be held and to do this. I can move around within all of this and stay looking for your hand forward. No, exactly, and not rush off from the seat and legs. Because that's what happens. You want a horse not to think that the leg means run away from it.
Right.
You want them to think more, get within themselves and more carrying power instead of pushing power. That the legs aren't attacking them, that they're not, good. And in the leg yield, you don't want to lean to the right or push her over from that, because that gets to be a pushing thing. And on top of it, it's the wrong bend. As far as later, if you started doing half pass, you don't want to be them used to going out of the bend. You don't want them drifting out.
You want them to go under your weight.
We want them to go under the weight. So you don't want to wait. Since this is the baby aid, same leg, same rein, same side, you don't want to weight that side, because then later when you go to ask them to move under your weight, they're like, what? Say what? I can't do that. I got to go the other way. We don't want to confuse their little pea brain, Yeah. Horses are they just get doing stuff and, oh yeah, I know what that means, kind of. They don't even think that far ahead. They just go, that meant that, And you don't want to get leaning and pushing any horse anywhere anyway.
Yeah.
Because then that's a thing where your weight is pushing them away. And we don't want that.
You get left behind.
Yes, exactly. And with leg yielding, it's such a longer frame and such a kind of a, baby kind of thing. Stay in the middle of the saddle. Use it to teach you to use your legs without having to lean or collapse in one hip or something. Okay? Good.